Hi, welcome to the OurChurch.com instructional videos. Today I'm going to tell you about how to insert a table and what you would exactly put inside of a table. Mainly a table is to center or format your page, and I'm going to show you what it looks like if you didn't have a table versus what it can look like if you insert a table. So here we're on the home page. I've logged into my website editor or website builder. And in your toolbar, in the second row, there is a picture of a table with a pencil on it. And it says, insert a new table when you put your cursor on it. So I click on that button, and it'll ask me how many columns and rows I would like on my table. Cell padding and cell spacing, that's just in between the columns and rows. You can just put 3 or 5. You don't want to make it too big, but you want to give your cells a little cushion in between your information that you have in your cells. And then there is an advanced tab. You don't really have to worry about anything like this unless you really wanted a border color or a background color. So click on Insert, and then it will have toggle lines or dotted dashed lines representing each different cell. And I could have them not displayed, which is this next button. However, it makes it very hard for me to know where the table is. So I'm going to click those again. And I'm going to put in some pictures. And a table is very good if you have pictures of different sizes. So here's a very small picture. Versus a larger picture. Now, every time I put in a picture, it's asking you if I want to put an image description, and I do not. It does not matter. If you wanted to add one, you can, but I'm just choosing not to. Those of you who think I'm going too fast, I'm sorry. Okay, and click Save Changes. Now it doesn't matter that I haven't filled in these squares; they are still there, but it will show some gaps in between where this word is home and where the end of the pictures go. So I'm going to preview the page. And here are my 3 pictures. They're, for the most part, centered in the middle of everything. And if I did not put them in a table, here's what they would look like. And see how the angel is not in the center of the music or the beach ball picture. So I'm going to save changes, refresh my page, and it's no longer in the center of the page any longer. This is lower, and these two kind of match probably because they are a little bit closer in height, the same kind of height, but this is no longer centered. Could highlight it and click to center them. Website. And see it has made the angel go up because of its being a smaller size, and then these two are not. Okay, if I make all these center, it would have them in a cascading line. It wouldn't actually put them one beside the other. I need to delete those. Another reason to use tables is to have your pictures line up with text. And For example, you could have a picture here. Your text here. And this will look very centered, very clean. Within the table. Now this kind of looks a little off-center because I used the first two cells and not the last one. I did not use the third one. So this is actually centered if I were to have another cell over here. Okay, and if I were to just put it on the page, I can highlight it all and have it centered. Okay, and because of this picture needing to be centered, it then forces the text to go underneath it. And therefore I need to center this. And so you could not have it side by side unless you did this. You can center text, or you have text right beside a picture. Click on the picture, and then go back to the tree icon where you inserted it, and then under the Appearance tab, you can have it set up to on the left. So the picture would be on the left, the wording would be on the right. You could have it be on the right, where the picture would be on the right and the text on the left. Text at the bottom. And you can play around with some of these numbers. Okay. Another thing that you can use for a table is to have different groups of information. So on the NE1 program, there is a little, looks like a newspaper, which has predefined templates. And you can have a layout 1, which just has the text. And there's a picture that when you select a picture, you can have it over there. Layout 2, here is your text, picture in the corner. And then you have two columns right here. And these two columns are broken up into tables. You can't see the lines, the toggle lines, but they would be there. And then there's also layout number 3. So if I were to insert that, you would see the toggle lines for the tables. And if I didn't like this specific table, I could always create my own. So I click here, Insert Table. And select my rows. And let's just say this is the text I want to put in. This is the predefined template, number 3. or it would have 3 different columns, and that's using tables. Or like this one right here, I created my own, having 1, 2 columns, 2 rows. And when you have your own information, it does make sense instead of looking very cluttered and crowded. Okay, and those are the different things that you can use for a table. It helps align your pictures. It also helps give you different options to put your information on your page, and helps it stay a little bit more organized and not as cluttered and mismatched. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at support@OurChurch.com.